very warm welcome to everybody who's listening to this particular video. It is a very challenging time to release such a video and such a talk, only because a lot of social activists are speaking out, a lot of eminent personalities are voicing out. What we are looking at is a simple guidance to where we stay, what our country is, and what every citizen is complaining about. Today, what has happened is everybody is running behind power, money, and for their own existence. It's a question of their own survival. But where I strongly feel is to voice out and ask every citizen, have you ever tried following? Have you ever tried reading the Indian Constitution, which is a very simple and easily defined structure? If we had to just follow the Constitution, this place would have been a much better place to live. The current youth of India is being influenced by every step taken by different parties, by different organizations, by different groups. Yes, the Constitution allows us the freedom to do so. But what I'm asking, is every one of you aware? Is everybody aware of what's happening? The Constitution says a right to equality. The Constitution says a right to speech. The Constitution says a right to practice. There are so many articles in the Constitution that explains the freedom of practicing your own religion, the freedom of practicing your own culture, the freedom of practicing our tradition. There are so many articles. When I was going through the articles, it gives me immense pleasure as a citizen of India to live in this country, to practice my creativity, to practice what I feel like doing, to practice my passion. But as of today, I find there is so much of chaos across. Only because our leaders are not bothered about following the Constitution. They are not bothered about every single citizen of this country except for their own group. With all due respect to every single party, with all due respect to every single social activist, me just being a citizen finds it very important to spread the importance of our Constitution. Justice, equality, where is this now? Where is justice being served? Where is the visual power of our president? Where is the visual power being practiced of our governor? Why is it that the only thing shown in media is the party and their heads? Where is the voice, the speaker of our country? Where are such people who actually take decisions talking out? What are they doing? It is very sad that our leaders who represent our country is very busy promoting their own groups. It is sad. We are people who look up to such icons as role models, as learning, inspirations. But it's very sad to see that such role models take a U-turn, which is disturbing the peace and the serenity of our country. Today we have so many citizens just complaining and helpless and know nothing to even make an approach to the solutions of such problems. Irrespective of being part of any party, you individually as a friend, when you sit down at your house, ask him, you're happy with the petrol prices? You're happy with the diesel prices? He would say no. Which single member of any existing group or party or a group in power would say he's happy spending so much for his fuel expenses? Which single person would be happy to see his or her friend being threatened? Which person listening to me today would want to hear your sister, your brother, or your kith and kin being hurt, being killed, being murdered? And trust me, neither me nor you would know the pain till it really happens to one of us. This is just a start. This is just a start to a movement where I want every single citizen to speak. If you're talking about bribe from our police, then let us ask the Constitution to pay the police right. Let them get a salary which they will never ever, bribe again. There are countries which we've seen has cops with the utmost respect. They are paid the best. They have the best of transportation. And I don't think I've seen them at all trying to bribe any money out of the citizens. Except be helpful hands and take law into its due course. And that is when there is safety. That is when there is a meaning to the entire phenomenon called law and order. I'm talking about our Constitution just trying to practice what's written in it. I insist everybody read the Constitution, and that is when you actually would know your rights. It is high time for us to know what we are living in. What is our country? What is the liberty given in the Constitution to practice your own beliefs? The freedom of promoting your own beliefs, but not at the cost of anybody's life. Let us not be that generation who's going to force things on others. Let us make this place a wonderful place to live. Let us for once get out of the thought and our first question be like, which party do you belong to? Whom do you support? Which religion are you from? And rather turn our minds into asking, how is this price possible for just a liter of petrol? It's just 40, man. Can you believe it? It's a cross-religion cultural fest. Can you believe it? The cops are roaming around in the fastest of cars. Where our discussions revolve around, did you see the change? Women are coming into power. Do you also have this subject in school, human rights? Are you also learning the Constitution now? Do you have the direct approach to the farmers? Do you have the direct approach to every existing minister? Is there a site where I get a direct answer? Why do I have to go through the entire corrupted system? This might sound just like a talk, but the consequences of we not trying to give a thought over it is going to be drastic. It's going to be very dangerous. We do not want our future to be a question mark. We do not want the strength and the energy of our youth, our future generation, just to be in TV, in media, and get influenced by it and just be quiet. No. We want true leaders. We want youngsters coming out so that they are prepared at the age of 35 to take up responsibilities for the country. They should be prepared to have finished civil code examinations, IPS examinations before they complete their age of 30. Let a day in India come when all of us are one. Let the freedom of practicing their own culture remain in their houses and in their holy tabernacles. Let a day come when our cabinet also has people who are rightly suited for that job role. If he is a sports minister, he'd rather be somebody like a sports icon of our country, heading it. Let the whole system of paying money, having to promote your party be abolished. Let the right people who deserve to be the position holders, the authorities of our country, come into play. Let not 100 rupees or a packet of biryani decide your voter. Let the winds blow every single houses through our work, through what we contribute, through how well we make their life, by evolving a better living for our tomorrow. Trust me, very few can come out and speak. There is no problem in speaking, in voicing out, and there's always a way to voice out. We do not have to pick on someone to voice out, but you can pick up on issues. You can pick up on real-time issues. It is a problem when I have to pay lakhs of rupees to educate a child. When our constitution says a child up to 14 years deserves a free education. And when we say free education, he should have the rights to have free education with the best of apparels. It shouldn't be the job of only trust or charity that they have to give free education. The Constitution has encrypted it and we start following it. And that's when every child will be happy about his or her government. When every child can proudly say, I belong to a democratic India. I belong to a country that serves justice. I belong to a country where cops are meant only for my safety, where police is right there at a call. He needs no more penny for his survival. His family is safe. Let our leaders focus more on bringing in laws that can control law and order. Let India equally have punishable strategies for good traffic system. When a person is obliged to pay his 1 month salary as a fine if he jumps a red signal, he will think 10 times to cross that signal. And that's when you're making a good law, a good rule. There are notorious people. Every good team has a weak link. That does not mean the weak link cannot be made strong. Everybody is unique. Every citizen of India is unique. Every talent of India is unique. Every leader of India is unique. But they become better when everybody contributes, everybody joins together. I'm not picking up of any instances happening today right now. But let's stop picking on each other. Let's stop blaming each other. Let's discuss together. Let's make solutions together. Let the youth come together. Let our talks never stay within four walls. Let our media be more positively challenged. I do not want to be switching on my TV and hear chaos around. Let our media rather promote happiness around. Let our media become the educational channel, an educational institute where I can just switch on my TV, I can go across and I can get educated. I can switch across channel to know my constitution. Which channel has a program explaining the entire Indian constitution? And let not good moves be banned just because we have groupisms working here in India. Let not good laws be unaccepted in our house. Let our judges, let our AGs, let our speakers take good decisions, so that tomorrow we do not have bloodshed happening in our country. What pleasure do people get if they rape a 3-year-old baby? It's a matter of discussion. Are they being asked to? Are they being paid to? Or are they just stories? Would you keep quiet if your baby was raped, cut into pieces and thrown in front of your gate? I don't think so. I would not, at least. And these are issues, these are burning issues that we all are facing today. It is no more about blaming anybody. Let's stop connecting every issue to a certain party, to a certain group. Rather, connect the complaints, connect the issues to the House of the Parliament and contribute to a stronger amendment in our bills. Let's focus on safety for ourselves. Let's focus on good emerging leaders. Let's support them. Let's support people who want equality. This generation is so used to everybody around. I think the world should stop saying that the current generation, will not stick to values. They do not like traditions. Yes, maybe 20%, but 80% of India, they want back that happy democratic country. That happy India where you could exercise your beliefs, your freedom. Nowadays, it never makes sense for me to, enjoy a day of freedom. Patriotism is at its root level. Hardly eminent personalities who are actually bringing in laurels to our country is being recognized. Hardly he or she is being voiced out. They hardly exist for a week of publicity and that's it. When such people could have become our leaders. When such people could have voiced out, and such people could have inspired a lot more of us to come into contributing to the constitution, contributing to the country. Is any of the institution teaching me to contribute to the country? Is any institution focusing on strategies to to create a safer nation? No. We are more worried about strategizing and formulating different fee structures, add better facilities, but with no sense. Let's stop comparing Indians among themselves. Rather, let's compare our Indian system to the world system. Let us advance our education system. Let us finally have hubs that can promote different talents. Let us have elders supporting anybody with raw talents and create them to be the next icons and create hubs. Let every different unique talent become a hub, an institution by itself. Gone are those days when you just have to be a doctor, engineer. And let us start protecting and safeguarding our doctors, our public servants. And let this talk not remain on a like button. While you share this video, I insist everybody of you to come up with a talk and post your talk as well. We do not have to be scared to voice out. And let us voice out the right way. Let us not voice out to sit in front of a camera, a TV channel, to earn your TRP. No. Talk about entire Indian youth population voicing out their remedies, their solutions to existing problems, and at least that could be a strategy for our existing leaders to formulate good bills and laws.